I'm hoping this is educational, so that's why I'm taking a little more time with you. This is what happened in Illinois once civil unions was approved. Senate Bill 1619, a comprehensive sex education disaster, was entered by Heather Steens, a Chicago Democratic politician. Comprehensive sex legislation, Senate Bill 1619, is yet another attempt by legislators to use public money to normalize sexual immorality and perversion by inculcating children and teens about sexuality. It requires the following. Below are some of the examples that comprehensive sexperts feel should be taught. Listen to these. Unless conservatives create a firestone of opposition, which Dick and everybody's talked about, we have to rally on this. This is what's coming. You're going to fall off your seats with this. 5 and 8-year-old boys and girls. This bill for 5 and 8 years, 5 and 8-year-old kids starts out being taught human beings can love people of the same gender and people of another gender. Then number 2, some people are homosexual. 5 and 8-year-olds, which means they can be attracted to and fall in love with someone of the same gender. This is what they're asking to be taught here in Illinois. Number 3, homosexual men and women are also known as gay men and lesbians. Next, 2 people of the same gender, it's hard to read this without being embarrassed, can live in loving, lifetime committed relationships. Touching and rubbing one's own genitals to feel good is called masturbation. Some boys and girls masturbate and others do not. I could go on. This is 5 and 8-year-old kids. I thought you told me you had some of these produced. Do you? Okay, so please pick those up if you can. So in ending with all of you, it didn't take the Democrats in Springfield long to act once they got civil unions in. And it bears repeating again, civil unions was passed in the lame duck situation where 17 people, many of them who said they would vote to keep marriage the way it's against civil unions, because that's the same as marriage in name only, and it's the next step. They argue equal but separate, they'll get a judge, and that's the end of it. If we don't make a hell of a lot of noise in Springfield, we're dead in the boat. 4,000 came down as they should have, God bless them, for homeschooling. If we can't get 8,000, but everybody has to row the boat on this or we won't. So I want to thank you for listening to me. Pray for our success. Support Dick in prayer and support him financially. I gave him $5,000. I'm not the most wealthy man in the world, but you got to dig in. Give him $100. Give him $500. Give him something. You know, and if you don't, he'll keep hounding you anyway, I'm sure of that. And here's why we're going to win this one, folks. We won't lose as long as we have him as the coach and him as a team. And boy, we need to remind ourselves of that. So God bless you, Dick, for putting this on.
We're about ready to wrap it up with a beautiful hymn. But I want to show you something that they're trying to do. Here's a book they're promoting in the schools. My Princess Boy. This mother, she wrote this book because her son liked to wear dresses and high-heeled shoes. Do we want all our boys to be girls and all our girls to be boys? We have to stand up, speak out, join me in the effort to do away with civil unions. God love you for coming. We'll be here till I die.